Hello everyone, welcome to another Minecraft tutorial. Today we will be covering mechanical devices and minecart rails. Let's start with mechanical input devices. They each hold their own redstone charge, so if they are placed within a block of another block like a lamp, they will activate said device. The first is a lever, which is an on-off switch, is always in the same position unless changed. The second is a button that is different depending on weight, so a stone button will last for about 0.5 of a second and a wood for 1.5 seconds. Next, we have pressure plates that are activated by a player or an item or a mob stood on them. These ones here are light and heavy weighted. The light weight can be activated by anyone and the heavy can only be activated by a player. Finally, we have the tripwire, which is activated if anything crosses between it. They're very easy to make. Once it is connected to the wall, you just place a piece of string and it finishes the circuit. Then let's see these things in action. So this pressure plate is connected to the door. As long as it's being stood on, you can go through. We also have a lever here that will keep the door in the open position as long as it is switched, and buttons that will open the door for a small amount of time before closing it again. Let's talk about pistons. So we have regular and sticky pistons. This piston is activated here by a button, which it will retract, and a lever, which will keep it in the on position. Now, the only real difference between these two is the goo you see on the front. Otherwise, they interact the same. If you notice here, the one without the goo, the regular piston will only push the block forward, whereas the sticky one will return it again after. You can push multiple blocks at the same time, but only the one that's in contact with the sticky goo will actually return. Let's talk about hoppers. They are used kind of like funnels to transfer items from one place to another. In this case, we have a garbage setup that goes into a composter through a hopper. So any items we put inside of the chest will travel through the hopper and down into the composter as long as there is room. If any of those items or inventories get full, they will wait until there is a space cleared below. Hoppers are directional, so it matters the block that you click is the direction it will be placed. So if you place it on the block across from you on the side, it will go to the right. On the other side, it will go to the left. And if you need to click it on a chest that has an inventory, a shift click will allow you to place the hopper onto a chest. Let's talk about minecart rails. There are three types of rails that you can use: a regular rail, a powered rail, and a detector rail. A powered rail will work kind of like a roller coaster when you're traveling up the incline. It will push the cart for as long as it has power. A detector rail will detect a cart on the track and send a signal through your redstone dust or whatever item you have connected to it and activate said item. You can tell that a powered rail is powered by the bright red color. If it is unpowered, it will be dark red. You can see that these rails are actually powered underneath by a redstone torch that is hidden, and one torch can power many rails. Let's see some of this at work. We have the detector rail sending a signal right now to the piston and the dropper to spit out items as they are moving through our system. Let's talk a little bit more about powered rails and their speed. So we have a system here of 3 pigs on top of 3 powered rails activated by a button that once we press the button, they will be kind of shot forward and we'll see how quickly they go. It actually matters the weight inside these carts for the distance they travel as well. So if there is nothing inside, they won't travel quite as far. It does take 3 powered rails to reach max speed, and then after that, there needs to be a powered rail once every 8 blocks to maintain that max speed. So we have 3 different rails here, one without, one with 1, and one with 3. Let's see how far these pigs will travel. So we can see at the end here that the 3 powered rails push the pigs a little bit farther, and the one without kind of trickled in last. Thank you so much again for watching this tutorial. I hope it helped, and we will see you next time. Use the link in the provided document to download and try this world out yourself.